7 weeks, 3 countries, 2 cameras, 1 goal. We've set out on a journey to capture the day in, day out sights, sounds, and experiences of living and working in cross-cultural ministry today. Come with us as we meet people responding to God's call on their lives, and check out the incredible places it's taken them to. When we showed up in Mexico, Jen, one of the missionaries there, picked us up at the airport and took us to her place where we just hung out for a couple days because the Trek team was actually gone.
So Sandra and Trevor dropped off the Adime team. Adime is what we call our program. And so we left 14 people out in the villages last week.
So we had a couple days to kind of kill in Guadalajara and experience a little bit of Mexico culture.
So we had our first taste of Mexico, and it was delicious.
My first impression of Mexico was like, wow, vibrant and bright, and people kind of dancing, and it's happy, and music and food and smells, and it's just kind of like an assault on your senses when you first kind of are walking down a street in Guadalajara.
We also met the long-term missionaries that the Trek team has partnered with for their time in Mexico.
I'm Sandra Plett.
I'm Jen Schmidt.
We are Trevor and Joan Goddard, and we are in the Matthew Training Center in Guadalajara, Mexico. Our main program is a program we call Adime, which means Making Disciples in Mexico.
It's interesting combining a Trek program with our Adime program. The beauty of it is that we're combining quite a few different nations.
And combining these groups is like iron sharpening iron. They bring something new from their culture. They also learn that there are some blind spots in their own culture, and so to combine cultures in training has been very beneficial.
Mexico, the country, is just kind of a mix of animism and Catholicism, and like lots of other places that have a deep indigenous culture ingrained into it, they kind of just mix everything together.
We got to go to church with Jen, and it was awesome to see that there are churches that are on fire for God in Guadalajara. The Adime team and the Trek girls had been out in the villages for about a week already. Monday morning, we woke up early and made a bunch of sandwiches for the road because we knew the drive out to find them was going to take all day.
Just make it accessible. We want to get there, I think. You think?
Where?
Somewhere over here, but there's no name. I haven't. Yeah, it's been a fun time for me to set this up with you guys and go on the road trip and travel for how many hours and get lost once in a while. Not lost, just finding new roads and new ways to get places. down there. What happened? I think we're good, but we won't go straight. We will turn around. And here there's like La Palma, and we could go that way, or we could go this way. I think this is a good option. Okay,
It did say paved road. The roads got smaller and narrower and simpler. We were wondering, how are we actually going to find them? And we met up with the team finally after the whole day of driving. They were just walking down the road.
It was so exciting to see the girls. I hadn't seen them in, I think, 4 months, 5 months. And so it was an amazing reunion.
It's okay that we give away sandwiches that we have.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Oh! Where's the apple? There's an apple somewhere, right?
Apple? Oh. We've been eating beans and tortillas for the last, well, it feels like a month.
What are those? Mango?
Tessa, we got one share.
So happy.
I
forgot what sandwiches tasted like.
It's almost over.
You go to bed at 6:30?
Yeah.
12 hours of
when the
sleep.
sun goes down and you get up when the sun comes up because you don't have a watch or electricity. Like by now we should be in bed already.
There's no electricity?
No. Well, where you're sitting at.
It took so much to get here, and to see God working and calling His people to serve in the farthest regions of the world is awesome. And I'm excited to see what He's going to do here.
When we got to the village where we were going to be staying, we found out where our sleeping accommodations were going to be. Phil and Celeste set up a tent inside the local church, and I got a cot in the clinic pharmacy. Well, we made it to the village. It's our first night here, and it's raining outside. I'm tired. Why am I doing this? I should just go to bed. Tomorrow will be much more interesting. Good night. Next time on This Is Why We Go.
I really enjoyed to see how big God's creation is here in the mountains. In the first days I wrote down, I really want to be a light here.